Fifer, Fifer Hobby Supply. Today we're going to do update, I believe it's 17. And it's probably going to be short because I know that I haven't taken much video lately because I've been doing other things. But by the time you see this video, you'll know why I've been doing those things. So anyway, let's get on with it and I'll show you just what I've been able to accomplish.
Okay, gang, as you can see, I got my little turbine car all put back together. Surprisingly enough, it didn't mess up the kit too much. Anyway, it looks all intact. Very minor damage considering the whole thing came apart. Today, I hung up my award from the NMRA contest that they had up in Albuquerque. That one, and this one has a Band-Aid on it because it fell off the wood. But that was for my Route 66 module. And I fell over my stool. But that one was for a locomotive. I think it was for a locomotive I did, but nevertheless, those are there. Let me show you some other stuff. Okay, another thing I'm going to show you is I finally got around to getting out my grinder buffer, or steel wheel and buffer. Anyway, and I got all the, when I took all these off the other layout, it pulled the masonite off, a layer of the masonite. So I had to go and grind the back of all these off so that I could get them glued and taped up to the layout. Now, they've been glued, but I'm not going to take the tape off until tomorrow. And I'll take another video and show you what it looks like. But I got them all on around the layout. That's all the ones I had. And I was also thinking I've got to put, in most of these spots, that one in particular, since I only have 3 locations, I'm going to put another throttle holder at each one of these locations because I have a throttle in each one of these pockets. But if I pull the throttle out that I'm using from over here at the yard and I come over here, I have no place to put the throttle. So I'm going to put 2 more throttle pockets up there. And I'm kind of hoping that I can figure out who the person was that made these re-railer holders. I was offered an opportunity to buy them for the shop and start selling them. And in hindsight, I made a fatal error in not doing that. So anyway, I'll show you something else here in just a second. Okay, I don't normally do this in a video, but as I've told you before, I have to apologize because I just can't remember who sent me those little re-railer pockets. And as I said, I had the opportunity to buy them or have him make some for us to sell. But I'm going to make an appeal here. If whoever it is that was making those would call the shop or email the shop, I would love to talk to you again about that very thing. So if you are still watching my videos and you're still know how to get a hold of me or see this video, please contact me at the shop. I would greatly appreciate it, and I think we could sell a bunch of them. Okay, the one other thing is, here is the bridge after a partial painting of the bridge, and it really needs to go over this way just ever so slightly. But you can see that it fits well, and I think once I get the road painted and once I get, I'm just going to put dirt up to the edge of the curb there on the outside and probably some weeds and stuff. Nothing fancy. But I think the bridge looks really good there, actually, myself. But anyway, I'll paint the asphalt part, or I may put the road material, or I may stick the road material across it. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go there. I'll figure that out once I get off of this video. But that's the bridge, and it's getting there. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the other video, the last one. I didn't really want to use this mesa again, but I might. But I'm going to have to cut the bottom edge of it off right along there, and then cut the back off at a different arc to be able to use it back there in that corner. That's what the plan is. It'll have to be cut and trimmed severely, but I think it would look good back in that corner. So we'll see how that goes. I think I've mentioned to you guys we have a layout tour this weekend, so I'm not getting too crazy doing any more scenery or anything. I'm not messing up anything else in here before that, because I have a train over there that's been running around the layout. I also shortened up the coal train over here, and I've had it running around. And before Saturday, I will probably run it around again. Friday night, I'll probably take that cleaning car out of it. I don't know what else to say. I've been threatening to try and cut some of that foam off of that junkyard and try and keep it all in one piece, but I just don't think that's going to happen. But if I got to take it all apart, I'll take it all apart. But there again, it's another thing that will be down the road. Okay, guys. I got a 2x2 shelf in here with a 2x2 piece of foam on it. And if I ever get back to working on the Texaco station, that's where it's going to go. The beauty of this too is I think I can put lighting in it as well. So we'll see how this goes and how it pans out, but there's plenty of room on there to put some automobiles on there for display. Nothing really new out here. Well, there is one thing new, and I'll show you that right now. The bridge is fairly done. I think it's pretty well done. I can't put it really in place permanently yet, because I got to do the sides of the canyon there. But that's where it's going to go. The pencil marks indicate where the road is going to go. That bridge will be added onto just slightly and go across the track over there. And I think I've already done this. But anyway, and then the road will go down there, across the track, and underneath over there where the two trains are sitting. This is where the depot will go. I'm actually considering putting a number 6 turnout over here. Not a number 6, a number 4 small radius turnout over here, and run a track down here for unloading at the station. But we'll see how that goes. But I think that would be interesting and fill up that space a little bit. I've got to leave room for a parking lot too, so I may slide this down a little bit. Now I may slide it that way a little bit. Put the parking lot over here, put the siding over there. Anyway, you get where I'm going with that. I tried to cut down the mesa sufficiently to put it back in that corner back there, and it just doesn't work. So that's what's left of the mesa, and I think it's going in the garbage can. But another thing that you can see is I got all my switch number sticks up. So now I can look out there and tell what number the switches are. If I come around this way, nothing else really new, except there is the ruins. And as you can see, they are just way too big to stick anywhere. But what I might do is keep the actual Pueblo inside, or the ruins inside, and just make the opening smaller, and then insert it up here in the mountain somewhere. That's the latest thought. And I don't know if I showed you, I got the plaster cloth around that tunnel opening over there that will be a highway tunnel. And I think I showed you that I got all the tiles on the fascia. I also put up one extra throttle pocket at each location because I found out if I move around with my wired throttle from point to point, I have no place to put the throttle. So that's that. So every position where there's a throttle pocket, there's also one of the re-railer pockets, if you notice. So going around, that's how it will be. There's two at each location. This is probably, let me back up. This is probably as clean as you have seen the room for a little while. But probably by the time I put this video up, you'll know why that is. But anyway, that's it for now.
I wanted to add in here too, I've been adding some of the stuff from the two estates that we have purchased to the vintage page. I don't really know what's on there now. We've sold quite a bit of it. Not quite a bit of it. We've sold quite a bit of what I already have on there. We have a ton of stuff left to put on there. I've been a little bit slow at it because of other things that I've been doing here lately. But keep your eye on that vintage page, and if there's something you think you like, snatch it up while you can. We would appreciate it. Okay, gang, that's it for this video, number 17, and I hope you enjoyed that. And as usual, thanks for watching.